Hi everyone, welcome. It's Rochelle McDonald. I'm a grandparent and grandmother caring for a child with severe and multiple complex disabilities. He has a rare syndrome and it is known as FOXG1. I've been asked by some, what is FOXG1? So FOXG1 is, to best of my understanding, it's a new rare syndrome. There's so much going on. There's some research happening. There are less than 500 children and some adults with this condition who are known throughout the world. And so therefore these it creates a problem when there's so few. However, I would like to start saying to you some of the things that our grandson has, and like it's so long, it's quite comprehensive, so please excuse me because I'm going to read some of these today. Yes, so some of the things that he has and what he had was inconsolable crying in his first months of life, and it was so hard. His parents at the time struggled with this. There was a nanny involved and myself. It was terrible to listen to. But by about 2, it seems to pass. Whatever. It sounds as though it's pain related, but no one really knows. It's just dreadful, absolutely terrible to live through. The next part, you just have to excuse me because I can't really say some of these words. Partial or incomplete or complete agenesis of the corpus callosum, which means it's the separation between the two sides of the brain. And yes, we have this issue. We have teeth grinding. Oh my goodness, yes, we have teeth grinding. Oh, it's terrible. The involuntary muscle movements. He never ever stops moving all day long. Some of these children are on medication for this, but with all the seizures that he has, I'm reluctant to put him on anything that he can live with. His movements, they use lots of energy. Maybe this is part of the reason why he eats such a large quantity of food each day. He has microcephaly, most definitely, which means he has a small head. Seizures, yes, and yes. He has refractory epilepsy. He's in the high risk factor of SUDEP, which is a sudden unexplained death syndrome. It's very, very serious, his epilepsy. He's in the highest percentile of risk. His strabismus, which can mean that they're slightly cross-eyed. Yes, he has a little bit, not much, but with the seizures that he's been suffering over the years, it has become more apparent. He has a high pain tolerance. Yes, he does, and that's to his disadvantage. Like, he chipped his front tooth at school, and they sent him back to class and said, well, he's not crying. Can you imagine chipping your front tooth, how it would hurt, ache? And you need to go and see the dentist, particularly as it was an adult tooth. High susceptibility to illness. Absolutely. I vet everyone who comes through the door. If we have any support workers who are ill with whatever, they might be coming down with a cold, whatever, I say, no, thank you, not today. We have to consider Liam's health. We do. So I'm super hyper vigilant on that point. Constipation. Oh my God. I could do a whole video on constipation. Seriously. And then what follows after constipation. We dealt with that this morning. And we dealt with that last night. We deal with it quite often, and it's not pretty. High or low muscle tone. He has low muscle tone. and that is, yeah, it's causing major problems to him as he's growing so quickly now. He stoops, he can't stretch. It's really hard. We need the standing frame, and that's not available. That's going into another video. Now, regression. It's rare, but you know what? His swallowing has regressed. His chewing, his once he could eat a meal reasonably well within, say, 3/4 of an hour, and now it takes an hour and a half. He eats well. He eats a varied diet. He eats 3-course meals. He eats large quantities of food, but it takes a long time. And yeah, last night nearly 2 hours he ate. And he loves these. He loves his food. Swallowing issues, definitely. Absolutely. He has a dysphagia plan, and his swallowing is not good, and it takes several swallows for a mouthful to pass down. And he has to sit after he's finished eating, otherwise it can actually come back up, and yeah, it can be quite serious if it's not managed properly. So I cook him a special diet. Everything is soft, lots of fluid within that diet, and Granddad and I eat it as well. So sometimes we think, oh, not tonight, love a piece of steak, but he can't eat steak. There's lots of things he can't eat, but I make the most of what he can, so we have lots of casseroles. And tonight, for instance, we're having shepherd's pie. Everyone likes shepherd's pie, I think. Sleep disturbances, yes, yes, and yes, yes. Non-verbal, yes, he is non-verbal. But that doesn't mean he can't communicate. He uses his body, his eyes, gestures very well. I can understand him pretty much straight away what he wants. We use various cards, and he also has an eye gaze system. So, and we use keywords, so eye gaze, and he looks. Reflux, yes. We've been waiting now nearly 3 months for him to have a fluoroscopy, I think is the word, to have a swallowing study done to see what's causing the reflux problems. 3 months, okay? 3 months. That's not good. That is not good. Temperature issues. Yes, he has thermoregulatory disorder, which means that in the summertime, when it's particularly hot and most often when it's humid, he's at the highest risk of tonic-clonic seizures. And March just gone by, we thought we'd lost him one afternoon. He was playing happily, and he was playing with water. He was in water. He was out of water. He was just walking towards us, with a smile on his face, into a tonic-clonic. And oh my God, this poor child. His whole body went red, like flushed, and then he went blue, and then he sort of became quite small. It was horrific. We had to do a lot of work to get him back. And do you know, it didn't take too long, and he's back smiling. But that's the risk. That's the seizure risk. So in the summertime, we have to keep him cool. In the wintertime, we need to keep him warm. And a sleeping temperature of around about 18 each night. So he has a air conditioner in his room. The car is always air conditioned for him. And at school, they're very good. They have him in an air-conditioned surroundings. Low tolerance to heat. Well, there you go. I've just described that. Flushing. No, not really. Exceptional love of water and music. Absolutely. He just thrives with water, and he loves music. Just loves it. Hand washing motion. Yes, he wrings his hands constantly. Excuse me. And he also has a high palate. Oh my goodness, I'm going to cough. You'll have to excuse me a moment. I'm going to have a drink. It's emotional, I think. Excuse me. Ah, there we go. That's better. So that brings to the end some of the symptoms of FOXG1. So I do hope that that is helpful for you today. And on that note, I'm going. Bye everyone. Please subscribe. Take care. Bye.